As you can see, I'm showing you where the site is. It's called NEEI2go.com. And as soon as you type that in, you will see it will take you to the store itself. And as you get to the store, some of the key advantages already appear. For example, it's a bilingual store. Obviously, it being online, you can use it anytime. You can also call us during office hours, and one of the team that you usually talk to will help you with a specific item or a specific transaction that is happening, or direct you to somebody that can help you. The other advantage with this site is that it is what we call responsive. So if you take this address and put it on your smartphone, you will notice it appears quite nicely, quite clearly. In fact, some of our colleagues prefer using the site on a smartphone. One thing that we won't show you is the number of items that's available. It's about 1,000 items. These are the categories that we cover, be it hoses and couplings, be it pipes, be it nozzles. There is signage and all of that. So quite a large list of items. Let's go straight into how do you become a NEEI2go customer. It's a two-step process, right? The first step is that you need to register. And this is an automatic process that you can do at any time. You give us your name, your last name, your email, and you set up a password, and you just click register. And what that allows you to do is to already start seeing some of the things that unregistered customers can't see. For example, installation manuals and user manuals, we don't show it to non-registered customers, but already you will be able to see those. The other thing you'll be able to see and also do is you'll also be able to start buying from us on a credit card. However, because we don't know who you are, and this is your registration only with the website, we can't just give the discount that Petro-Canada has negotiated with us for you to just an email address. So there is a second step involved. So let's pretend that I've already passed the registered step. So I'm going to go back in now and put the same email address that I used to register with, and you will notice it says send me verification code. This is something that we took time to make sure. All of us have heard of the mishaps, the security situations that happen with online stores. We've tried to get the best in terms of existing security, and the best at the moment is something called two-factor authentication. Basically, it says we're not only going to need a password, but each time you want to use our store, we're also going to give you a verification code. And that verification code is only going to be valid for that one session that you are going to be using the store. So I clicked that button. It emailed me a verification code, which is 871919. So this is an added level of security, which makes sure that each time if somebody steals your password, because we have your email address, they won't be able to get into the store and buy stuff. All right. The other level of security that we have is you can't add a ship to address on your own. And that is important as a prevention for you, for people not to just go into the store, add a ship to address that you don't know of and ship goods to it. You need to go through our sales desk and they will add a ship to address to your account. So let's proceed to show you the second step of becoming a need-to-go customer. So like I said, first step is just provide you the email and the password. The second step is you need to scroll down to the very bottom of the screen. I'm just going to go to the home page and show you where it is. Scroll right down to the bottom of the screen. Oh, it was there for a minute. Just give me a minute, I'll show you that. You will see credit account, okay? And you need to click this button. And when you click credit account, now we are going to ask you information that is going to help us tie that email address that you gave us when you first registered to who you are as a dealer of Petro-Canada. So we will ask the email address, but then we're going to ask other information such as your company legal name, where it's located, the sites that you represent, and if you're already a National Energy customer, what the account number is. It's only then after you've submitted it, then we start the process of tying your original login to who you are. And when we do that, it takes 1 to 2 days because we need to make absolutely sure of who you are. We send you an email and say, we've confirmed and tied your login to your account number. These are all the ship-tos, all your site IDs that will appear the next time you log into your account. So this is the second step. And just for me to show you again what it is, you go right to the bottom of the screen, you click credit account, and the form appears. You fill that form, you submit it, and the National Energy team take over to get you ready and add your ship to addresses so that you can now go ahead and see all the discounts that you have on site. I think I have a question. Any questions, folks? So Sean sent us a note and said that the Need2Go site is also on the associate portal. Any questions? All right, let's proceed further. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly log out of here because I want to carry on in our test site. Again, the two-factor authentication, which will send me a verification code just for this session. And checking my email, and you can see it's very, very different to the last one that I got. And then I press login. We are on the site again. Now, there are different ways to find items, right? One of the ways you'll find is, and I encourage you to go to the site to do that, is to use the categories. So when I click nozzle and accessories, it will come up with the category, the subcategories under nozzle and accessories for you to view. All right, one of the ones that we took a lot of time to work on for you folks is the Gory products, which falls under forecourt amenities and merchandising. So there it is, and you can see you can either go to the recycling, waste and windshield, or storage and display. The other way to find items is by brands, and some of you know the brands, Simtech for filters, and just like I just showed you, Gory for the forecourt items. All right, and you will notice that on the side you're presented filters as well. That helps you go one step further down. But we also have a very strong search. All right, so for example, if I type in gasoline nozzle and I press search, it will provide me not only these ones, but it's also providing some related. And together with the searches going, oh, do you want to look at other subcategories that we found that included gasoline nozzle in it? So very, very powerful search feature as well. Okay, now, obviously there's 1,000 items. If you looked at the Gory item, there's about 40 or 50 items. And you folks know that you don't really need 1,000 items every day. There is a core set of items that you're interested in. And this is where the wish list function comes in. Effectively, you can set up multiple wish lists to shorten the list of items that you're looking at. All right. And to set up a wish list, it's very simple. If you're looking at a list of items like this, there is a little heart here that you just click and it will take you to the item. Or if you're looking at a specific item, so I'm going to go into a specific item. The specific item also has the heart there, and you can just click it. Now, when you click it, it's saying, hey, what wish list do you want to use? All right, so there's a default here, or you can add a new wish list. I'll say create new wish list, and I'm going to call this wish list next order, right? And save, says PCBC, Mississauga, and PCBC. We've added some extra fields here because some people said they needed the extra information for their wish list, especially if you're sharing the store with multiple people. Okay, now let's go to see all our wish lists. I hit my list on the top right-hand corner, and you can see I had previous ones here, but there's the next order one. When you go to a wish list, there's a lot of other things that you can do. For example, I noticed I've added 2 of these blue guard items to my wish list. When I go to it, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. When I go to it, I can actually remove one of them, right? Very quickly. I've removed it from the wish list. I can add quantities of this, but I can also start adding these items to my cart from my wish list. So that's what I was telling you. There are only so many items that you might be interested in, so you might create a wish list just to shorten the number of items that you're looking at in any one day. So for example, I'm going to add this one to the cart. I'm going to then go and add this one to the cart. All right, and as you notice, the cart is increasing each time I do that, and it's now up to 2. But we've also said add all to cart. And for example, if we were building up the next order with, we can just quickly click add all to cart, and everything from the wish list will go to the cart. All right. And obviously we've added items to the cart now. And we're going to continue with looking at the cart. Now, just like any store, on the top right-hand corner, it's telling you the quantity of items that you have in the cart. However, if you hover, if you put your mouse over this button, you will see a drop-down box. This drop-down is the fastest way that you can change the quantities of an item. So for example, if you wanted 2, right? Or you wanted to, and you can see it's updated to 3, or you want to delete an item. So this is the quickest way you can do that. So I always suggest to do that here. The other thing as well, from here you can see is also the cart value. So for example, 1479, if I do 1 and update, the cart subtotal should change. All right, so there you saw it. It changed back to 1 less. All right, so this is where you start. This is where you start your checkout because it's very quick. And when you're happy with your value, quantity of items, obviously you can add any items anytime. So just for the sake of it, I'm just going to add some receipt paper here, and you can see it's updated to 3 now. Scrolling down, there it is. And once I'm happy, I'm just going to say proceed to checkout. Okay. Now, at this stage, it's going to ask you, where do you want to ship this to? Because you're going to have many ship to addresses, you can pick the ship to. And when I click ship here, you'll notice it's going to take quite a bit of time here. And what it's doing is it's recalculating the tax, because by now we are ready to calculate the tax depending on the location, that you're shipping to. So previously I was shipping to Ontario, now I'm shipping to Alberta, a different tax. Also, if you scroll down, it is showing you the cost of shipping, okay? Here you can see, because you're above 1,300, it's free shipping, all right? I'm going to pause here and take any questions. All right, Arnold, I noticed you had a very specific question. I will email you separately so that we can get onto a call and sort out the issue you may be having. I believe you're in Alberta, correct, Arnold? Okay, perfect. So I'll reach out after the call or get one of my colleagues to reach out. Tina, also, you just dropped me a note and said, show them the breadcrumbs. Tina uh, 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 has been the person that helped us make sure that this site is as user-friendly as possible. So, so one of the things that she said is, can we make sure that when we are displaying an item, the person knows where they are, all right? So as you can see, we're displaying the A board, and this is what we call the breadcrumbs, all right? So depending on where you go, you can always click back to wherever you come from, all right? And in this case, the breadcrumb says, take you to home, all right? So that's the breadcrumbs that we made sure that is always available. All right, so let's get back to the checkout. I'm going to just do it again to make sure that it's going to my Edmonton location on Ellerslie Road. And then I'm going to go next. Again, a lot of the spinning is because it's talking live to our live system. It's updating tax. It's updating inventory and all that good stuff. All right. Just give it a little bit of time. And we get to the payment area. Now, like I said, our site is highly secure. We have two-factor authentication. In addition to that, National Energy does not keep any credit card information on their site at all. So you will see at the top here, it's saying authorized.net. So this is why this is talking to authorized.net. Authorized.net is a secure feature of the Visa company. And the Visa company is the one that keeps all the credit card information for our website, be it Visas or MasterCard, because we can accept both. And as you can see, it's gone there and said, oh, we have a payment card already with us. Do you want to use that, or do you want to add a new card? Now, the other thing that you will notice when you do go through the step 2 of the process with us, you will notice another box, which it's not showing on my screen because of the way my account is set up. And that other box is when you want to buy on account with us. And when you're buying on account with us, the other box will ask you for a PO number, right? So this is the box that I'm not showing on my screen, but just be aware, if you're not buying by a credit card, you're buying on account with us, we will need a PO number. And then you simply say, place the order. You can, as you can see, everything is shown here, including tax. I didn't show you the tax. There's the tax here for Alberta, 71.24. This is before tax. This is after tax, inclusive of the shipping fee. Right, so it does it automatically, calculates everything automatically, and then when you're ready, you place the order.